So act on a prompting. When you see something, go through social media and look for 3 opportunities a day to celebrate someone. When you posted that picture of the new cockpit of your new wakeboard boat, I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
dude, I remember sending Hank a card with a picture of a Jeep on it when he said he was looking to buy a Jeep.
Mm-hmm.
Recognizing, and I think that's something that we can all get good at with our clients, with our friends, with our family members, is just listen to them and give them back what is important to them in their lives.
Yeah, let's talk about that a little bit. I would love to go deeper into just how you make that a routine part of your life, because even if you don't capitalize on it in the form of sending cards, right? Even if you capitalize on it just by responding personally on social media, which I'm sure, Gail, you do too, like in addition to sending cards. But I think it's, I know for myself, I find it hard to really shoehorn that into the day. I need to do a better job of setting time actively aside to more intentionally use social media so that I can keep an eye not just on my clients, but prospects and people like that. So I'm curious kind of how you fit it into your daily life.
Well, when I wake up in the morning, grab my cup of coffee, and then I'll just grab my phone and start going through the timeline. And Hank has taught us in the 36 to Life course the 50-20-5-1, and so that's in my mind. I'm just going to go through and find like posts, comment on posts, and then engage in maybe sending a private message where it's appropriate. I see pictures, every day there's pictures of people posting of their children, of their pets, of situations that are going on in life, whether it's a celebration or a loss, and getting in tune to recognizing those emotions behind that. And I always say, when I have an emotional response to someone else's post, I'll pause. I'll certainly give a thumbs up or a like. I might comment on that, and then if there's a picture or something, I'll save that picture, and right there I can pull up the app on my phone and send a card. A lot of people say, well, how do you get their addresses? Well, I've had this system for 10 years, so most of their addresses are already in my system. But if I don't, I just send a private message and say, hey, I'd like to send something to you in the mail. Would you like to share your mailing address? And I've never had anybody say, I'm sorry, no.
That's right. Gail, you do have a distinctly stalkerish vibe, so I'm going to go ahead and not send you my mailing address.
But you did.
Yes. So that makes sense. All right. So get up in the morning. We've talked a little bit about the 50, 25, and 1. Why don't you very briefly give us an outline for those that haven't seen one of Hank's previous episodes?
All right. So 50 represents like a high five. You're going through social media, and this is the part of becoming visible. So think about when someone likes a post that you do, how does it make you feel? You kind of like feel noticed, like somebody noticed me. So 50 times a day, I'm just going through and I'm noticing people, and I'm acknowledging their posts with, one of the emojis. I don't think I've ever used an angry emoji, but
that's just for me and Greg's post. That's Facebook. That was a special request from me to Facebook. Yeah, that was exclusively for me and Greg.
So that's what I do 50 times. And I probably do it a little bit more than that. Build your friends list. If you have 250 friends, like that's 5 days worth, and so you're going to have to build your exposure. 20 times a day, you're going to comment. And what commenting does, it's like a virtual handshake. It's like, there's energy passed between when you comment on someone's post. Jada, the gal that cleans our office, she's a good dear friend of ours. Her daughter just won a gymnastics event. And so I commented, Jada, congratulations. I paused. I sent Jada a card with the pictures of her standing on the podium with the big smile on her face. So it's those, and 5 conversations. So 20 times a day, I'm going to just connect. I'm going to comment on someone's post. And then 5 times a day, I'm looking for opportunities to have a conversation. That could be a text message, it could be a private message, it could be picking up the phone and talking to someone, and then having one powerful conversation a day. And so I just take that with my send out cards habit, and out of the 5 people that I'm like having a conversation with, at least 3 of them or 3 different people, I'm going to send cards. And just maybe it's like I see a post and I take their picture and I send them a card and wish them whatever it is. And so that's kind of what my habit is to do. And Hank broke this down just last week. He says, okay, if I told you that being on social media could pay you $256 an hour, would that make a difference of you engaging in that? So 90 minutes a day, 5 days a week, over the course of a year, you make an extra $100,000 because you're intentional with your contacts, you're intentionally connecting with people, and you pull, $100,000 of income off social media. It's worth $256 an hour. So I thought that was really powerful.